Monster Hunter Wilds reveals new monsters, new difficulty, home base. One of the major additions to the game will be the return of the fan-favorite monster named Mizutsune. This elegant leviathan is mainly known for grace and its bubble-based attacks. They'll introduce this monster in early April 2025 along the title Update 1. Monster Hunter Wilds is the latest entry in the hugely successful action role-playing game series, and it's sold more than 8 million copies in its first 3 days after releasing on February 28th, making it the fastest-selling game of all time for the studio and publisher. New difficulty. Currently, tempered monsters are the highest difficulty monsters to seek out, but there will be a new level above that coming in Title Update 1, perhaps addressing some of the "this is too easy" complaints about the endgame. Talking about challenges, then Monster Hunter Wilds certainly heard the pleas of their players. They are introducing a new difficulty level intended for those who reach the endgame content for Monster Hunter Wilds. Title Update 1 is introducing a level that goes beyond the current tempered status. Event quests. This has already started with the current one running through Tuesday that grants special headgear. The next will be the following week and grant cheese that can be used as a special barbecue ingredient. Then, another, currently unlisted one, the week after. You get the idea. Weekly event quests with unique rewards. So, stay logging in. New monsters. Capcom has announced the specifics of the first Title Update 1 monster, set for early April, no date yet, which will be Mizutsune, which will come with the requisite weapons and armor. Title Update 2 in the summer will bring another monster, but there's only a mystery, unknown thumbnail image so far. The Title Update 1 is also coming in with an intriguing inclusion of a new social hub or social place. It'll be a new place for players to meet, engage, communicate, and do some activities with fellow hunters. With this feature, players can experience another dimension of multiplayer play in Monster Hunter Wilds. Here, they can gather before and after hunts to create memories. The most key issues Capcom has fixed are as follows. The Grill a Meal and Ingredient Center features cannot be unlocked even after meeting the progress criteria. When heading to Azuz during main mission, Chapter 2-1, toward Fervent Fields, players keep falling through the map. The Monster Field Guide cannot be accessed. During main mission, Chapter 5-2, a world turned upside down, an NPC may not appear, preventing further progression. At the smithy, an issue may occur where tutorials are repeatedly shown, disabling certain options in the menu. When guarding a monster's attack with a lance using Power Guard under certain conditions, the weapon flashes in red, but the effect is not activated. When using a mantle, a weapon equipment skill may mistakenly be activated. Some effects may be displayed continuously when using certain skills, such as peak performance and self-improvement. When successfully performing an offset attack with the insect glaives descending / under certain conditions, the hunter freezes and becomes unresponsive to any controls. Addressed issues that occurred under certain conditions with screen rendering and causing force quits. The meal invitation feature at Azuz and Sil does not unlock on some occasions. A notification or an environment overview update may show that you have received a meal invitation when it is not available. Some mitigation measures have been implemented. An issue occurring when using equipment loadout, causing decorations to be removed from equipment, bowgun customization being reverted to default, and Kinsex reverting to the initial rarity. When cutting off monster parts, the parts change into a monster part from a different monster. Gravios does not gain resistance to flinches after breaking its parts. Gravios resistance has also been slightly adjusted in V1.000.05.00, an issue which may cause crashes or some monsters to act strangely under certain situations. Some skills are unintentionally activated under certain conditions. Some items / rewards can be obtained repeatedly under certain conditions. When trying to catch a fish with a capture net, the fishes nearby do not swim away from the fishing spot. Some environmental features such as floating rubbles can be activated multiple times. During main mission, Chapter 5-2 The Root Cause, the hunter becomes unresponsive to some controls when talking to a certain NPC. Palico's support move, Attract Vigor Wasps, may cause the hunter to become unresponsive to some controls. When scrolling through the quest list, only the first 20 quests are displayed correctly. an issue which may cause the game to forcefully shut down when starting a game with save data that encountered a force quit. Capcom has said some issues remain which it is aware of, such as instances of a network error occurring when firing an SOS flare right after a quest begins, and some side missions cannot be completed under certain situations. New home base. The exact structure of this is a little unclear, but TU1 will also bring a new place to meet, communicate, have meals together, and more with other hunters will be added to Monster Hunter Wilds in TU1. So some sort of home base, but the exact nature of which remains to be seen. Nothing about, say, cosmetic decorations or anything. You have to have finished the main story in order to access it. Not clear if that's considered the first 3 or all 6 chapters. Monster Hunter Wilds hit a concurrent player peak of more than 1.38 M over the first weekend of its release on Steam alone, which is the 5th highest figure achieved by any game on that specific platform.